Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm here working on the Red Brick House, and today the NFL is covering Dallas Cowboys practice. And so we've got Stefan Gilmore who's coming up for an interview, and I can't wait to see it. So we're going to go to a live look. I'm going to go do a couple of things for a few seconds while this is running, and I'll be right back.
And he is the crown, right? If you're Mike McCarthy,
now, of course, Derek Carr is going to go through and throw shade on the Dallas Cowboys, of course. Because, of course, he was always perfect and never threw interceptions.
To another live hour of Inside Training Camp Live, presented like here from Cowboys Camp in Oxnard, California. Hello, everybody. Great to be back here with you. Brett Lewis, David Carr, furiously texting Tom Pelissero. We're got a lot going on.
You want a little news?
Yeah, let's talk.
Kareem Hunt had a great visit with the Saints, but he is now boarding a plane to head to Indianapolis to visit the Colts tomorrow. So as the standoff continues with Jonathan Taylor, they're bringing in a veteran back who in Kansas City and Cleveland has obviously been productive.
Interesting. Okay. Kind of thought that Saints deal.
I tried to type that faster. It could have been on there. That's not bad.
Somebody give us good news, Tom.
What were you hoping for?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
A Saints fan and I was hoping for a little running back down.
He did.
I said you.
All right, good. It's fine.
You did one of these.
I did. I was
Here comes
appreciate it, buddy. But now I'm wishing back in the leagues over that way. But it's okay.
The wheels on the car down in New Orleans are.
I did. I mean, here comes appreciate it, buddy. Now I'm wishing back in the leagues over that way.
The wheels on the car down in New Orleans are. And here we are. All right. Back with Cowboys practice here today. We had some real kind of competitive periods. And you mentioning, as a quarterback, from a quarterback perspective, ball security always a huge priority. Every practice, every drill, every rep. And a lot of footballs in the hands of some defenders today.
More than I expected to see. I think that it was surprising to me because I've been around a lot of NFL practices, and I don't know that I've been a part of a practice that had so many opportunities for turnovers. So that's either the defense is just playing at another level, or the offense has some work to do. And it could be a combination of both. We know that this defense is a good defense. You've added Stefan Gilmore, so there's probably a lot less room to throw the football out there. But man, it's very competitive. When you say that.
And we're also not saying that Dak Prescott from all those.
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, like, overall, as you look at it, it's leaning heavily towards the defense.
I would also say this is the final install day for the Cowboys, so they're finally getting some of these things in. This might be the first time they've worked some of these things back in OTAs and minicamps. So let's see now how they progress here in the coming weeks, focusing a little bit more in terms of having that starting group together, rerunning plays, and getting after it a little bit.
Sure. And look, I think that's important context. I mean, a lot of times, we see highlights on social media or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, can't believe it, it's early. Like, well, you'd rather have it here. Oh, no doubt. Correct it. Figure out the best course forward if you get that situation again.
And you want to push the envelope also, right? So you have a good defense. Okay, who can match up with these guys? Because we've seen Gallup make a couple nice plays. He actually had a touchdown over Diggs, who was able to make him slip on a nice release. And Diggs is playing a lot of press. He's getting these guys' faces. So you're iron sharpens iron, right? We heard Pastor Tane talking about that. So you're absolutely pushing the limits, and you're pushing what you can get away with, what you can't get away with. But right now, the defense is up to the task for sure. So, offense has got a little work to do.
It's a pretty lengthy workout here today. This is a lot of reps, over 12. We're going to take 2 hours.
Beautiful.
This is like an NFL game from like the early 90s. We'll go 4 hours on this thing. But yeah, these are important moments for a player like Will Greer, for a player like Cooper Rush. Or maybe even more so Greer, who hasn't had the starting experience or the real game experience that Cooper has filling in for Dak Prescott at times. And we get a lot of these moments and these looks and these opportunities when the Cowboys suit up for preseason game number 1.
Yeah, that's going to be important. Preseason games are obviously important for these guys. Greer's looked pretty good in practice so far. As far as decision-making, he gets the ball in his hand. He knows where he's going. He makes good decisions. Nice screen play there. Good job with your eyes, looking to the left. He's fun. He's got a lot of opportunities today.
Cowboys get into the preseason action at home against the Jaguars on Saturday. A lot of preseason fun coming up for you this Saturday. You see a lot of these games live on NFL Network. Cowboys and Jaguars go off that day as well. There's Michael Gallup.
All right, so you see what he did there, right? You see what he did there. Well, there seems like there's just so many turnovers that are going on. Okay, I'm going to start.
Yeah, look comfortable down the field. Obviously, had to
Oh, well, we can watch that for. Okay, we can watch that here. But of course, he's going through. Well, I haven't seen so many turnovers. If you haven't done your homework, of course, then all you have to do is say, "Well, I've seen a lot of turnovers." Right? I've seen a lot of turnovers with the Cowboys. And I've seen in training camp, I've seen myself throw a lot of them. How about that? Yeah. Sometimes this stuff just gets to be ridiculous. At some points, you just get fed up. But I guess you guys want to still keep watching. Okay. 61-36 in regular season, 2-4 in the playoffs. Boom. Now I'm going to fast forward to Stefan Gilmore. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get to Stefan Gilmore. Maybe. Unmute it.
Kind of giving you hope that you can be in this league.
I'm excited to see those guys. We're not talking about those guys enough. Dak, a great quarterback. The receiver.
Wow, I went way too far. Okay. Here we go. All right, we got it now. Stefan Gilmore.
Back here on Inside Training Camp Live. Red Lewis, David Carr, and Stefan Gilmore.
How you doing? Appreciate you.
Defensive Player of the Year and always has that potential. We appreciate you spending a few minutes here with us. I mean, you guys are getting after it out here from a defensive perspective. A lot of turnovers, a lot of hands on the football. Like, you get a sense of that as it's happening live. I mean, this workout's going pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. I always say it comes in bunches.
Yeah.
I think we got a great pass rush, and those guys get to the quarterback fast, and we got some great guys in the secondary that can turn the ball over. So I'm just looking forward to it's been a great season on the defensive side of the ball.
So I saw that shot of you talking to Trayvon earlier before practice. I obviously have followed you, watched your career, played against you. Tremendous football player. Diggs, tremendous football player. Talk about the dynamic of that meeting room now. How do you feel like, the veteran's going to be able to be so vital to his development? Because we know the talent, right? But now, that dynamic, you guys working together, what have you been able to get from him? What have you been able to get from you so far?
We've been able to gel, as soon as we got in the meeting room. He's like I feel like he's turned into a little brother to me. He's a smart player. He has all the athletic ability. Just trying to teach him some technique stuff that can take his game to the next level. Because I do believe he can be the best in the business. So just trying to do as much as I can to help him make plays on the side of the ball.
You think back to a player that's able to use length like that, especially when the ball's in the air, right? Attack it, go get it, turn the ball over. We saw that a number of times today. We were kind of wondering, why would you even challenge? Trayvon for a deep
He's on the other side.
That's true. Yeah, he's special. We talk, like he told me just now, man, when the ball is in the air, it's mine. And, you got to have that mindset at the cornerback position. And it's just so pretty seeing, because he played receiver, so it's so natural to him. And that's one thing I got to steal that from him also.
That's what I noticed when he's running down the field. Looks like he's playing receiver the time. He's just tracking the ball the way he tracks it. So just talk about Dan Quinn's defense a little bit. So you've been in a lot of different, obviously, with Bill Belichick, with some different coordinators, played at a high level. Schematically, how do you see this thing developing? I know you talked about the pass rush being there. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, Stefan's following CD, how are they going to utilize these guys? But it looks like you guys can be multiple. You can come out and do pretty much whatever you want.
Yeah, I think we can do pretty much anything they want us to do. Trey can cover whoever, I can cover whoever. And, with our rush, too, that's going to give us a great chance to be a great defense. And I love this defense.
I love it,
play
too.
Fast. We disguise a lot.
And physical.
So it's not confusing. I'm just super excited.
And you've played for, a perennial Super Bowl champion in the New England Patriots. Obviously, we've seen what the Bills are capable of now. And you've been around some great fan bases. How would you describe the feeling of expectation for a team like the Dallas Cowboys who, are searching for that next Super Bowl title, that first one since the 90s?
I'm excited. You know, I just think of it. It's a great thing. You want people watching you. You want people watching you play, and we just got to take it one game at a time. You know, handle now, have a great training camp, start off fast and early in the season, and keep building because it's not gonna be easy. You know, at the end we got to win the tough games at the end.
What have you seen from the offense? I know it's very competitive, but as far as the direction that they're going, what you've seen from number 4 from Dak, he's a talented player. They played a lot of football in this league. What have you seen from them that is kind of giving you hope that you can compete in this league?
You know, I'm excited to see those guys. You know, we're not talking about those guys enough. Dak, a great quarterback. The receiver, I'm excited for the receivers. MG, Brandon, CD. Those guys is very hard to cover. So I'm looking forward to those guys. I think they'll have a great season.
Yeah. Feels like that competitive level is there when you guys are out there,
Love
whether
it.
it's one-on-ones, or here in the red zone.
We pushing them,
yeah.
You know, and they're pushing us, so it's a good competition.
That's the way it is right there.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing Stefan Gilmore out on the field in his first season with the Dallas Cowboys. Stefan, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best. Thanks, all right, here.
You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Stefan Gilmore, the fact that we got that guy added to our defense, that's gonna make Diggs, because now the problem is before you could just throw away from Diggs. Do you really want to throw towards his direction? This is going to help Micah Parsons get more and more sacks because these guys are going to be covered. And the quarterback's going to be looking and looking and looking, and bam! This is where this defense is going to be deadly. I'm Mark Holmes, and I got more work to do here, guys. I got spackling up walls. I got to frame this sucker closed so that way we can get the return grills and stuff on there. So I'm getting back to work. Peace.